Hello everyone, Trigan here. Welcome back to Transport Fever 2. Don't forget, if you like this video, tickle that thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. So we're riding along on our new Jersey City to Madison passenger line that we created last time. And it seems to be running pretty well. And our tracks are actually getting sort of nice with lots of trains going back and forth. There seems to be, of course, now, as I say this, it makes a liar of me, sort of. We had just a couple of trains, that one and that one there, but generally I'm seeing a lot of traffic. Trains are passing each other all the time. It just looks pretty nice. One thing, this map is going to absolutely drive me insane with how complicated all the routes have to get around everything that's in the way, because I've got the number of industries turned up so high. But it is at least a very interesting map. Everything ends up looking interesting in the end. So let's hop off from here. See, last time we had ended leaving this. This is our tail for our next connection, which is right down here to Everett. So I think the next thing we really need to do is to get a station put in here for Everett. And I'm wondering if I should leave it with, or set it up with plans to go over here to Warren. It means leaving it in a position where I can extend it. Let's pause this. And I think I need to take probably all of this out for now. There. We'll leave that right there. Okay. Now, what I had planned to do, I think, was just this. I was just going to have this come around to there. And it's just basically going to run across the same space that the existing stuff is. I think that signal's in our way. Yeah, you need to, well, zoom out and do it. There we go. You need to go. Go. Yeah, that looks better. Then we can just put the signal back in there. Yeah, don't forget about that. You do that a lot, you know. I do what a lot? Forget about putting the signals back in. I do? Okay. Why is this one so far back? Is there a reason I did that? I don't know. I'm going to leave it, though. Actually, you know what? We're also going to need one right here. Yeah, one way. Okay. And I don't think... Yeah, I suppose we'll just do the same thing we have here. We'll put some in the middle, and then I think I already have lights, signals going in for this. So that should be all set here. Then what I want to do is, obviously I do not want to follow this curve around. I want to cross this again. And I do probably need to take this signal out. Go. Put a new one in, right? Boy, these are so bad. We are going to eventually replace all this stuff. Once we start getting it a lot into modern locomotives, we can do this a lot better. Wow, that is quite a mess there. I'm not going to fix it right now. Let's concentrate on getting done what we need to get done rather than any of this. Let's go ahead and put a signal right here. There. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down here and connect off from this. All right, so let's turn this direction here. Get ourselves a passenger building. We are making these just 160. Well, that looks like a pretty decent angle. Let's line ourselves up with the angle of our station. So if we were to come up from about there. Okay, how does that look? We're out further from the city than I would like, but I think it's okay. Let's smooth this out some. Not flatten. You and that stupid flattening tool. Good morning, Growler. Yeah, good morning, stupid. Hey! You are a very grumpy Gus these days. What on earth is a grumpy Gus? You. No, I'm asking what is a grumpy Gus? You are the very definition of a grumpy Gus, Growler. That makes no sense. Growler thinks you're making it all up. Why would this... Oh, because it's trying to move the houses back. I'm going, why would this interfere with a building that's nowhere near it? Okay. There, now we can go ahead. Oops, nope, that's not what I wanted. Neither is that. Would you make up your mind what you're doing? I'm just trying to find the right stuff, bro. You saved that for the space program. What space program? You know, the right stuff. Are you talking about the old movie? Yeah. You... Oh dear. I'm not even going to respond anymore. We're just gonna leave that. Let's go ahead and connect this street too. Just bring this on down to here. I'm going to need to put in some sort of public transit. So let's do this. I'm going to extend this all the way down to here. And then I want to curve this one slightly so that we're going along the curve of the river. That looks horrible, but it'll do. I don't even know why there's one here. Let's just get rid of this. And get rid of that too. Yeah, I'll leave that like that. So now we can come off from here in the future to go across to, what's that, Warren? Yeah, to Warren. But for now, it should connect just fine for us here. Why are you not snapping to the rest of the tracks? I don't know why sometimes it does that. It just does not want to snap to the tracks next to it. That all looks fine. Yeah, I think that's good. That digs into the ground a little more than I expected, but I think that works fine too. And we'll go ahead and just come off here like this. I was going to say, something's wrong here. All right, let's... no, not that. That. There we go. That's what I want. And then we're going to come off from here and snap to that. Perfect. And then here, we can actually just come down this direction. There we go. And snap to the road down there. We left a perfect spot to connect up to it. Oh, it's a shadow from a tree. I saw this across the road, and I was wondering what it was. Well, that worked out pretty well. I didn't take us too terribly long. Now, I think passenger service, we're just going to run in a circle right around there. And let's see, how do I want to do this part? Let's just go ahead and we are going to, not freight, passenger. Let's use one of these again. No, I do not need a 60-foot. Just need it long enough we can connect it. There we go. There. Then we just put a few of these guys on, and we should be good to go. We don't need much of anything down here, though I am going to put in some stuff. Just so that... Let's try working our way from this direction. Let's put one right here. Oops, I didn't notice those didn't connect quite the way I would like. Okay. Get rid of you, sorry. Get rid of you and you. We'll widen this as well. Why are you just making them 2-lane streets? Because there, and we'll put one right here, and I guess we'll put one right there. Then going this way, well, one right there, one right there, and one. How did I manage to put one clear over here? All right, let's create a route for this. Excellent. Everett Public Transit. And yeah, that is a thought. Why did I not put in wider streets for this? Although it would be problematic doing it here. Let's just leave it. But we do need to look at... Let's hope I can... Well, I know I can put in trams, but let's hope we... Well, we don't have electric, obviously. Maybe we have steam? Steam trams? Okay. And let's go to buildings, sheds, and we'll put in a tram supporting building here. Looks good. And we have electric trolleys, but we do not have catenary. We should have catenary. 1908? Oh yeah, there's catenary on here. I'm very confused here. Oh, okay, yeah, it's over here. I don't know why I was looking for another. I was looking for a catenary thing here, and I think I was thinking, or I was looking for that because of. Yeah, we don't even have the option to put catenary on the train tracks yet. Okay, we're in good shape. Glad you think so. Yeah, hush, Growler. Let's just start with 5. And I literally just put that on there. Oh, this one again. I forgot to put electric trams on there. Everett. Okay, and now let's go ahead and create this route. There. To here. On there, right? That looks right. And this will be the Everett Madison passenger service. And let's give it a slightly better color. Let's make it dark red. That'll work. Now, do we have... I'll go ahead and let this get going. Do I have a building somewhere where I could get put the train on here? Where did I put it on last time? I have no clue. How did I get a train on here before? Oh, I used this, and we are not actually connecting to this stuff anymore for me to do that. So I need to... I guess we'll just put one right at the end of this. Here. ID. There we go. We got no electrics yet. We got this guy. Slightly faster, carry fewer passengers. Let's go with this one. Carries more passengers. And I completely forgot to do this color. Make it dark red. Yeah. There. And we'll see how this goes. All right, well, we're leaving Madison here. We've picked up a few passengers, not a lot, but it's just its second run. I did forget to put signals on this over here. So I suppose I should do that real quick. Put you there. Oh, there we go. And that should run all the way to there. And that's, you know what, I'm going to leave that, but I'm not going to put the other one on until here. That's not what I wanted. Super. Yeah, this one here is just a little bit too close to the intersection. If I put it there, trains, well, these are passenger trains, so I suppose they will clear. Yeah, I'll go ahead and put one there after all. They will clear this because they're short. All right. Now, let's set up our next connection, which is going to be here. Which should be a very scenic route. So we're going all the way up through here and around here. We already have a line that connects us right here that lets us get into the station from this track. So all we really need to do is connect this track and set up an additional platform. And you see I did put trees in, as I said I probably would. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to pause this again. And we're going to get rid of this. Didn't we just put that in? Yes. Okay, that's... I should probably didn't want to get rid of that last bit, but then we'll just go ahead and put another track on here. Then we can just... Yeah, I didn't mean to take that little bit off. That was a bad thing to do. Why is this going downhill so much there? Probably should be staying level. There. That's a pretty good curve. We'll go with that. And then we'll just grab this off from here. Yeah, that hill coming out of Madison, where it meets up with the main line track, is really steep. All right, and now, yeah, we want one way right there. And then I think we'll put another one right here. There. That should work. We just need to change the platform this guy's on. There we go. Okay, so that is all set. And on this side, all we need to do is this. Let's disconnect that. Connect this up to here. And then we'll do a diamond switch on a curve, which you know how well that always works out. Oh, make a liar of me. Yeah, I think I have them sitting here. Yeah, it really shouldn't make any difference. That's fine. We'll leave it right there like that. And then we just connect this here. So let's go ahead and come off from here. I think I need to get rid of these two signals here. Let's try that. It would... this would be so much easier for all the stupid steam and smoke. Let's try that again. That. Then we go like that on up to here. Didn't like that, so we'll do it this way. There. Yeah, this hilly terrain definitely makes for some pretty wonky stuff. All right, let's go ahead and put some signals on here now. Yeah, look at that. That's so awful. That's going to drive me insane. Okay, and then we can just get rid of those. And then here, oh, there we go. The smoke cleared up so I can see. We're not going to put a signal on there. We'll put one here. Just because it's so short of space, we don't want a train stopping in there. Really, I don't want a train stopping here either. Let's go ahead and get rid of this one. I suppose either way, it's going to end up blocking things, but... that is really awful. There's nothing I'm going to try to do about that right now, though. Okay, so that one's set up. So now we can get our passenger trains into there. Now we just need a passenger station. And I think the best place to put it is going to be right over here. Oh, there we go. That's what I wanted. Let's go ahead and put two on this, because we are going to have to put one going over to here eventually, too. Eventually, probably being next episode. Then we can get back to expanding Growler's empire. Yes, Growler. Then we can get back to expanding your empire and making you lots and lots of money. That's the idea. Now you're getting it. Let's see here. I think that's my best spot. let's go ahead while I'm here, since this is a nice straight spot. Go ahead and make use of this. And then here, yeah, we're probably going to come around and connect like around here somewhere. Though not like that. Let's take off these two signals. And we will come off from here right here. Woo. Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, I am going to change this to Earth. And now let's grab this and see how we do this. We do this by having a bridge across the entirety of the map here. I really want this. Let's do this. Wow, they're really going to struggle getting up this hill. There we go. So at least now we're only bridging a reasonably short section. Then we have a tunnel. I think that'll work. It started making noise like it wanted to do what I was telling it to do, but changed its mind. There we go. Then we'll just even this out a bit so it doesn't look quite so wacky. And here, let me put in one-way signals when I can find a spot I can see from. There we go. And one right here. And we'll use this as our... That worked out pretty well. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of the extra one there. Well, that actually was easier than the other one. Let's go ahead and put... Oops. No, this one. There we go. We'll put one of those there. Now let's create our route. Going from here up to here. Even it to the platform I want. Good. And this it wants to be this pink again. Okay, we'll just leave it pink, I guess. Where are you even getting this pink from? Let's use that one. How's that? And this will be the Milwaukee to Jersey passenger service. And I think we better put 2 locomotives on this. I really do. I hate to say it, because it's going to, be expensive, but I think it is going to be a necessity. That is a very bright pink. And that is too long. Okay. So we'll only get 4 cars. Let's just put one on here for now. There we go. Now we can start this back up. That is a very disturbing pink. Oh dear. Okay, now we're going to see how well it handles the 2 locomotives getting up this hill. Possibly better than our freight trains are doing. We'll see. This has got a fairly mild hill to start off on, so it can pick up some speed if it doesn't have to stop at that junction where it joins onto the freight. So we got plenty of power on these two. Yeah, a little bit steeper. We're losing speed now. Even with two locomotives on here, just pulling 4 passenger coaches. Just the sound of these engines. I do not have this at high speed. This is normal speed. I'm surprised. We're 1908. Why don't we have... We should have some cars by now. These people are all going up to Jersey City, aren't they? Look at this. That is one heck of a way to climb with your wagon. Ah, we're down into the 40s. No freight coming. You can see the viaduct over there where it curves around coming up from Madison and what's the other city down there? I can't remember the name now. One we just did. Your memory is not worth anything. I remember that we were going slower a moment ago. Look at this. We're picking up speed now. Nice. From the looks of that, we're about to hit a much steeper slope, though. What sort of speed can we get up to before we do? Maybe you should have put more powerful locomotives on here instead of a faster one. It's potential. I was hoping by putting 2 on here that would counter that particular problem. Well, here's our freight. We're losing speed, but we are still going. And we have this long... Oh, this isn't the long tunnel. We have a long tunnel coming up. This is the spot that... Well, I thought I had an... Yeah, now it has a nicer view. Once you get clear of the trees a bit, and you can... Oh, yeah, here you go. What a view. See all the way down into the valley, into all the industries we have down there, and some of which we're not using. Yeah, we're picking up speed again. We must have leveled out. It felt like we leveled out. And through the magic of editing, we're through it. Here's our new junction that looks awful. We cut off this lumber train. Oh, no, it's not a lumber train. A freight train to Detroit, I think. Inner city freight. There's a lot of planks getting dropped off to the tool factory, and a lot of tools going out too. Look at that. And here we go. You know, this might end up, being the route that connects to everything south of here, at least for now. Yeah, nobody waiting here. The other platform's got a lot of traffic on it, which is good to see. But this is our first trip, so I don't really expect to see a whole lot of stuff waiting to go. All right, well, we made our first trip with this train. But that is going to be it for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please remember to tickle that thumbs up button. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.